Hey, it's really cold for me and it's 42 degrees, so it's probably not that cold to other people. But I'm out here struggling, y'all. And I thought of a fun way to do this reading today because I wanted to put on, what's it called? Well, I listened to Candy Rain yesterday, and then I put on On My Mind, like every little thing I do, you're on my mind, you're on my mind. And then I put my music on shuffle so that we could get some random just calls out from the universe, right? Well, anyways, this is what's making me think that basically there's somebody from your past that cannot stop thinking about you. And maybe that's why you feel a little bit stuck right now. If you do feel stuck, there's like this pull from the past on your current timeline. So that might be what it is. Then the next song was Killing Me Softly with His Word. So that makes me feel like this person was just in love with the thought of you, and you kind of knew that, so that's why you felt like distancing yourself. Next song was Forget Me Not. So definitely feels like this person is not over you at all. Like, they are gonna hold on to that idea of you their whole life. Like, you were the one that got away, kind of thing. Or you're the kind of person that they know they want, but you know that you are much more than just somebody, right? My Boo came on next, so that kind of feels like, you know what, you guys both probably did have feelings about each other at one point. And then Every Little Step came on afterwards. Then I was like, okay, let me take the shuffle off because it's so like themed, you know? So then I got Rock the Boat by Aaliyah. So this makes me feel like while all those previous songs were talking about the other person who can't let you go, they're like on the other side of your timeline right now and they're pulling on you, which makes you feel like you can't move forward, really. And then I got, okay, so Rock the Boat. It just feels like this is somebody, like now in your life, what you expect is somebody that can equally participate with you. And then I got Leave the Door Open. It's like the Bruno Mars, Anderson .Paak song, and it feels like you're being very casual right now, and you're not too worried about somebody else. You're just really finding out how to love yourself and how to be vulnerable with others while maintaining your boundaries, which is funny because the next song I got was Touch My Body. So it makes me feel like you are stepping into like taking ownership of your life and being in power. Then I got Rock With You by Michael Jackson. So definitely feels like you're going into this situation and you have an idea of what you're looking for and what you expect from others now. And it also just seems like that person from your past, it might be time to do some kind of cord cutting. I don't recommend you reach out to that person. I don't think that's what they need. I don't think they're in the right space of mind right now to accept that as a, really, you gotta leave me alone kind of thing. I feel like they're gonna take it as a sign that you're meant to be in their life. So decide what you will with that one. If you want to play that game, hey, it's a part of your path, so it might be what gets you closer to what you need, or it might take a little bit longer. I might pull some cards too, just to kind of see what else is coming up with that. I'm kind of curious too if I put my car on like the FM radio. Let's see what plays.
If you're in real life, I'm having butt ass. You not a flex, we the same. They're trying to see if I'm hosting decisions.
It makes me feel like it's just you. Like, you know who you are now. Long wait here, okay. Song's over. Okay. Another one. Ooh. It kind of makes me feel like the vibe of the whole, like, rock with you, all that. Hey. Cool. I like that. Yeah, so Love Song. And this is by 311. I got to see them in concert, and oh my god, I thought everyone knew about them, so I was all hyped. I mean, I'm still hyped, but no one knew what I was talking about. Alright, we got the Ten of Swords in reverse. It's talking about recovery, regeneration, rebirth, beneficial, improvement, advantage, and profit. So definitely you are learning from the situation beforehand, where even though that person might have made you feel so good inside, your logic self knew they were not in love with you. They were in love, with the idea of you. This is an air Gemini type of vibe right here. So it doesn't feel as though you have ruined anything. You haven't been defeated. It feels that the Ten of Swords is showing you that in the past you did go down, you saw something to completion, and it left you being the one in the situation. Maybe out of that person who can't stop thinking about you, you were the person who was left with the damage, right? And they just got to leave with the idea that they didn't do anything wrong, or you know, you're their person. You guys are meant to be, when you know the pain and the hurt that went into that relationship. We got Nine of Wands, which is a fire Sagittarius sign. Talking about strength, selflessness, compassion, and attainment. It is talking about being frustrated, defensive, anxious, obstinate, delay, and disaster. But if you believe in yourself and continue to have the courage, there will be an unshakable force that you kind of start to become, just because all it takes is really you believing in you. And think about anybody else that you're like, wow, they really like believe in themselves. That's awesome. I wish I could do that, or something like that. Just know that they are the only people that decided at one point that this is what they believe, and they kept believing it, and they kept spreading that. And because they believed it, other people believed it, and it is where it is now. So you have all the power in the world to believe what you believe and stick with it. And eventually you might even have people that validate it, but if not, you don't need that. You don't need external validation to have the life that you want. It's gonna happen. This is Incubus Drive. Sounds like Spirit's like, girl, go to work, because you're gonna be late. Interesting, I noticed this card. It says, enjoy the results of all your hard work. Nine of Pentacles. It's a Virgo Earth sign card. Selflessness, compassion, integration, and attainment. This lady is holding on to like a bird on her hand, and she has her 9 pentacles around her, and it looks like she's in like some type of garden. There's a snail on the ground. It's talking about accomplishment, inheritance, covetousness. I don't know how to say that. Self-care, reward, satisfaction, and luxury. Ooh, it feels like this next person that you allow into your life, whether that just be you, even if it's just you learning who you are and learning how to love yourself if you haven't had the chance to do that before. it's going to lead you to a place of luxury and satisfaction because you are picking things that really feel good to you versus picking things that feel good to others. And you might have that core belief that doing that is not okay, but it definitely is okay. You're more than welcome to enjoy your life for what you want it to be like. What you enjoy matters, and you're here for a reason. You're not here to just be somebody else's thing. You're here to serve your purpose on earth, and that could just be exploring it. That could be choosing to spend your energy on others. But I mean, I think that's something that once we learn our skills and our powers and things, we can kind of take that and serve the earth back, basically, like give back to the earth by helping others. But don't start helping others without really honoring yourself and who you are, and just noticing that you're here on earth for a reason. You truly matter. You're so amazing, and there's so much more to see. And I really invite you to just simply look up a meditation and really sit with yourself and appreciate who you are. And I don't know, for me, every time I meditate, I remember different things from my childhood, and I'm kind of like, wow, that's a whole nother memory to go down. And you know, it allows more positive things to come in, or just pieces of you that you solidified in your mind, where you were like, oh, I like this thing, or some big experience had an effect on you in the moment, and it kind of shaped who you are as a person. I feel like those things are brought up to you from your subconscious mind or source, and you're able to kind of see like, oh, that is my value, that is my who I am and what resonates with me. And when I looked up, it was 12:12 on the time. So I got a cauldron from the Oracle deck. This is creation, opportunity, and carrying. So I don't know about y'all, but I read it, the At Guitar series, and I'm on the last book. So I just can't get through Nesta and Cassian. I can't, but I'm almost there. I'll get through it maybe this weekend, and then I'm gonna start reading Fourth Wing. So if y'all have any other recommendations, please let me know, because I like Sarah J. Maas. I do, but it just felt very repetitive, and like I didn't know where we were going with it. But I mean, she amazed me with how many twists and things that she was able to tie back together. I thought that was super cool. All right, you guys, so our Green Witch's Oracle deck, this is it. It's telling us, reflection, are you avoiding brainstorming different solutions when faced with the problem? Okay, very interesting. Are you just stuck on one way of doing something right now? Because you are being called to create, and there's going to be an opportunity coming up for you, and it's going to be something that you do care about. This card, it means self-transformation. One of the central goals of witchcraft can be intimidating. The Cauldron card reassures you that brewing change is a chance to create new opportunities for yourself as well as those around you. This can be as simple as adopting a fresh outlook. The Cauldron encourages you to think creatively and to try combining things that may not seem to work together at first to solve a problem. The Cauldron is also a symbol of nourishing yourself and others. Caring for those around you is an enriching pursuit for all involved. I feel that this is aligned with our reading, but it's kind of talking, I feel like, with the first songs that we heard, and the fact that there's somebody right now that can't stop thinking about you, and they keep pulling on your timeline, like that timeline where they had access to you is being activated because they won't let go, and they might even be trying to like remote view your life right now. That is what we knew to be normal, and now we know we don't like the idea of someone just being in love with the thought of us. We want someone to love us the way that we love us. So I think that that person really brought to you what true love means, and unfortunately for that person, they are going to have to go through their own journey of figuring out what that is to them. But for you, you learned, and you know that it's genuine. You want genuinity. I don't know if that's even a word, but I'm making it up. And let's see if I pulled another card. Let's see if we can get another card out of this thing. It's kind of big, so all right, we got Autumn. So it says bounty and balance. She's a cutie pie. Look at these little pumpkins. Okay, Autumn. And then also I'd like to say that the cauldron was on page 43. A 4 and a 3 might be significant. We did get a lot of 9 cards, which does signify an end to something. Let's see what Autumn says for us. It's on page 119. All of that adds up to the number 2. All right, the reflection. Have you been successful when it comes to balancing your work and personal life? If not, how can you strike a better balance? For me, one thing I tried this weekend was prepping myself while I had that juice to kind of organize my work stuff. And I'm doing that in hopes of not having to just be stressed out about work stuff throughout the year. So I took a different approach of spending some of my personal time on work in hopes that my personal time later does not get affected by work. We'll see, but that might be something for you too. Just know that when we are fearful, it's because we're thinking from fear rather than love. And we're thinking from a lack mindset rather than an abundant mindset. So this card's also telling us autumn is a time to slow down. The high energy of summer's expansion calms and turns into a slower rhythm. There is space for acknowledgement and gratitude as the intense production of the previous season yields a crop. The autumn equinox is time of balance, when the hours of daylight and night are equal. The autumn card reminds you that balance is important, whether it means balancing work with appreciation for harvest or balancing intake and output of energy. Don't overtax yourself. Remember to refuel in times of hard work. Source is also telling me to tell you that it is okay right now to admit to others what you can't handle. Please, I just feel like that is something that you need to admit. And something good will happen, I promise. Like, something good is going to come out of that for you, and I need you to say it. You're being directed to say that. So, yeah, I think that there's plenty of opportunities coming up for you. I think that you have figured out what means what to you and how you're going to use your time moving forward. And also, if you are too tired to plan all these things out, it probably just means you need time to relax, because you can't get to these places without relaxing. You do have to be pretty clear-minded. I tried listening to meditation today and didn't really work out. So, do what you can. But I believe many great things are on the way to you. And the sun's coming back out. We made it through the darkest part of the year, which is really awesome to think about because it's nice to go outside. And if you can see it right now, it's pretty foggy and like wet and cold. So yeah, y'all, I think this means good stuff. And let's see what else we get on the radio. Oh my god, I went the wrong way. I guess I didn't really go the wrong way. Now.
Fees vary based on purchase. More terms apply. See Lowe's.com/same-day delivery for details.
333-1750.
333. That was
he
red.
calls the lady to tell her that he had his income tax check.
Static. That's funny.
Solar and battery prices. For me, and you were standing there, but wait a minute, you just. And it's 7,000 euro thing. I'm the one that never came to do.
Sorry, I'm just taking y'all on a ride because I'm not done talking to you guys. It just seems like there's more to say, but right now I think I need to also rest and kind of let it come back to me. But yeah, don't worry. Take things slow. Enjoy your moments on Earth. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. And time is your most valuable asset. So do with that what you will. Okay, love you. Bye.